Hello, I'm Samantha.
And I'm Deb. At the Crest Academy, we want our students to see themselves as scientists and historians, so we call them explorers. The Field Notebook is a tool that we use to collect and record their data, research, and observations.
I brought the idea of the field notebook from grad school to the classroom, starting with a nature journal, and developed it into a more detailed notebook using input from the staff, research we've done, and professional development we've attended. We use it as a way for students to collect multiple types of information, from notes to drawings to artifacts. The field notebooks represent our educational philosophy at Crest. We want students to gather information through note taking, experiences, reflection, and revision. We teach 6 modules or units with a variety of subjects and teachers, so the notebook provides a place to unify student learning.
The question we explored for this project was, how can our school encourage engagement with the Field Notebook so it is a strong feedback and assessment tool of student learning? Some of the problems and challenges we discovered during this research were that there are multiple teachers who facilitate student learning where the Field Notebook can be an assessment tool. Therefore, when do students use it? How often should it be used? Who assesses it? Who gives feedback, and how often is it given? How do we create consistency for the staff and students? Also, how do we help all students engage with their notebooks and have agency over them? And what size notebook works best for students? And how do we help students to vary their entry types so it has reflection, shows curiosity, shows risk taking, and is not just a place for note taking?
We started this year by setting goals based on research we had been doing for this project for the students in 4 areas. 1, the explorer demonstrates effort through writing, drawing, painting, and collecting in their notebook. 2, the explorer shows effort in overall aesthetics by creating a page design that engages the reader. 3, the explorer takes historical and scientific notes so that someone who isn't present can use the notebook to learn about the topic recorded. And 4, the explorer shows curiosity and agency over their learning by writing and drawing with curiosity. We created a student-friendly single-point rubric for these goals that allows for teacher and student feedback at the end of each module.
As we provide feedback for students, we give them 1 of 3 scores to show a measurement of their progress. Developing, they're working towards meeting the goals. Proficient, they're meeting the goals. And a master, they're exceeding the goals.
In order to collect data about the use of field notebooks at our school, we surveyed our staff and students in April of 2021 about how they use the notebooks over the year. Here are the results with some analysis. For the student survey, 37 out of 44, or 84% of our students completed it. The first question we asked them was, do you use your field notebook regularly in class? An overwhelming majority, or 86.5%, said yes. We asked the students who said no, why not? And some of the answers seemed to be things that we could solve easily. For example, I don't use my field notebook unless the teacher asks me to, or we don't write it down that much. We need to explore a little bit more what some of these answers mean, but we feel that they can be solved. We also asked the students, which of these supports could help you use your field notebook more? And we gave them choices. Overwhelmingly, most of them chose that they needed more time to finish their field notebook entries. This is also a problem that we can solve as a staff. When we surveyed our staff, the most common solution to problems that came up was a beginning of year training for all of the staff about how to use the notebooks, when to use them, and how to use them for assessment. We will continue to work on this as we go forward using the notebooks.
Our outcomes for this project were to create a rubric and a measurement of student progress, as well as set goals. By setting these outcomes for ourselves, It got us to use the field notebooks more than we had ever used them in the past. And it gave students a chance to have continuous practice, which increased their quality of their entries, as well as it gave us stopping points to make sure to give the students feedback. However, we discovered that by just creating goals and a rubric and a measurement of student progress, it wasn't enough to engage students and staff. The solutions that we have are to carve out time for training for teachers at the beginning of the year, to have established introductory lessons on entry types and asking questions, to give students time to update their notebooks or assign it to be finished at home, to create a system where students have expectations of how to complete entries, and to differentiate the type of notebooks used, as well as to explain the purpose of each entry and how it connects with our learning.
We started this project exploring the question, how can our school encourage engagement with the field notebook so it is a strong feedback and assessment tool of student learning? We are excited to move forward, continuing to explore this question. With a growth mindset, we will continue to try different methods using field notebooks at the Crest Academy.